Greetings, my dear friends. This is Dreamweaver Mystics, as always. Today, I want to dive into one of the most vast, most ancient, and most detailed cosmologies in human history. The cosmology of Hinduism. And believe me, there are things there that will make your blood run cold. Not from fear, but from sheer amazement. But before we begin, let us look at what modern science says. Scientists believe the age of our universe is about 13.8 billion years. It emerged from the Big Bang, from a tiny point, a singularity that suddenly began to expand. Stars, galaxies, planets, everything appeared later. And eventually, the universe will cease to exist, either collapsing back in on itself or cooling into eternal darkness. This is a scientific fact. This is what physics tells us. Now pay attention. In Hindu texts written thousands of years ago, a very similar picture is described. Only the numbers there are much larger. According to the Vedas and Puranas, the universe is created and destroyed in cycles. One cycle, one day of Brahma, lasts 4.32 billion years. That is the age of our planet Earth according to scientists. About 4.5 billion years. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe the ancient sages, sitting in caves and meditating, peered into distances we have only reached with radioisotope analysis and telescopes. In Hinduism, the universe is not static. It pulsates like a living being. It emerges from emptiness, lives, is destroyed in fire, and is born again. And so on, forever. This resembles the theory of the Big Crunch and the Big Bang in modern cosmology, only described in the language of myths and mysteries. So let us understand how, according to Hinduism, this world appeared, our world, your bodies, your thoughts, your dreams. In the beginning, there was nothing, absolutely nothing. No time, no space, no matter. There was not even darkness, because there was nothing to compare darkness to. Only infinite, cold, silent emptiness. And in this emptiness existed Brahman, the impersonal absolute principle, the single reality that cannot be described in words. It cannot be seen, cannot be touched, cannot be understood by the mind. It simply is. It has always been and will always be. And then, from this indescribable, invisible Brahman, a golden cosmic egg suddenly emerged, the Brahmanda. It floated in the primordial waters of chaos, glowing from within like the embryo of a new universe. Inside this egg was Brahma himself, the creator god. He slept inside the egg for millennia, gathering strength, and then he woke up. And he split the egg in two. The upper part became the sky, the lower part became the earth. And between them, he created the air, the space where you and I are right now. But there is another version, even more mysterious. According to it, in the beginning there was only Vishnu, the preserver god. He slept on the infinite serpent Shesha, a 1,000-headed serpent floating on the cosmic ocean. Vishnu slept and he dreamed the universe. From his navel grew a golden lotus. When the lotus blossomed, inside it sat Brahma, and Brahma, opening his eyes, began to create the world at Vishnu's command. Here is the paradox. Vishnu is often depicted lying on the great serpent Shesha, floating on the cosmic ocean. He sleeps, and the entire universe is his dream. His consort is Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and good fortune. He dreams, and the world exists. And when he turns over in his sleep, everything will disappear. That is, our entire world is Vishnu's dream. And when he wakes up, the world will be gone. Think about that. You, this text, your home, your worries, all of this is someone's dream. Or is it your dream? We have already talked about this in my videos about dreams and the nature of reality. What if everything you consider your life is just a dream? Not Vishnu's, not Brahma's, but your own. And when you wake up, you will find that you are not you, but something much greater. And this channel and these reflections, just images in your consciousness. And there is a third, most philosophical version. In the famous Upanishads, it is said, "In the beginning, there was nothing. Atman, the Supreme Soul, was alone. He felt lonely, and he divided himself into two parts, like a man and a woman. And from their union came all living beings." One way or another, Brahma created the sky, the earth, the stars, the planets, time, death, laws, and the first living beings. He created the wise sages, the rishis, to whom he gave sacred knowledge. From his own body, he created a woman named Shatarupa, and from their union came all of humanity. This reminds one of Adam and Eve, doesn't it? The same story, just different scenery. Maybe all religions are saying the same thing, just in different words? But Brahma is only the creator. He created the world, but he does not rule it forever. In Hinduism, there are three main gods who together are called the Trimurti. This is like the board of directors of the universe. Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the preserver, Shiva is the destroyer. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit? But anyway, let us continue. Brahma, as we already understand, is responsible for creation. He has 4 faces and 4 arms. The 4 faces symbolize the 4 Vedas, the main sacred texts of Hinduism. He sits on a lotus floating in infinity. He has a beard. It was from his hair that the wise rishis were born. However, despite creating the entire world, Brahma is rarely worshipped. There are only a few temples in India dedicated to him. According to legend, he lied to obtain his wife, and Shiva cursed him, saying that he would not be worshipped on earth. Can you imagine? The creator of everything and an outcast. Vishnu is the preserver god. He maintains order in the universe. He never sleeps. Or does he? When the world is in danger, when demons seize power, when chaos breaks the balance, Vishnu descends to earth in the form of an avatar to restore justice. Vishnu has many avatars, 10 main ones. He saved the world as a fish, a tortoise, and a boar. He came as Rama and Krishna, and in the future, at the end of time, he will appear in his final avatar, Kalki, a rider on a white horse with a sword, to destroy evil and begin a new cycle. But here is the paradox. Vishnu is often depicted lying on the great serpent Shesha, floating on the cosmic ocean. He sleeps, and the entire universe is his dream. His consort is Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity and good fortune. He dreams, and the world exists. And when he turns over in his sleep, everything will disappear. Shiva is the destroyer god. Do not be afraid of the word destroyer. He destroys not out of malice, but out of compassion. Just as an old leaf must fall for a new one to grow, just as a snake must shed its skin to renew itself. Shiva is an ascetic god. He lives on Mount Kailash in the Himalayas, covered in ash, immersed in meditation, detached from the world. But he is also the god of dance. With his wild, furious dance, the dance of Nataraja, he creates the rhythm of life and death in the universe. With every movement, galaxies are born and die. Shiva has a third eye on his forehead, the eye of fire. Usually it is closed, but when Shiva opens it, he burns everything it looks upon. He drank a deadly poison to save the world, and as a result, his neck turned blue, for which he is called Nilakanta, the blue-throated one. He caught the Ganges River in his hair as it fell from heaven, so that its powerful current would not crush the earth. His consort is Parvati, the goddess of motherhood and destructive power, and they have 2 children, Ganesha, the god of wisdom with an elephant head, and Skanda, the god of war. These 3, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, govern the infinite cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction. It is a dance that never stops. And where do all these events take place? The Indian sages imagined the universe not as flat, like a pancake, but as voluminous, like a multi-layered cake or a giant staircase. The universe is divided into 14 worlds, 7 upper and 7 lower. The upper ones are bright for gods and sages. The lower ones are dark for demons and punished souls. Our earth, Burloka, is exactly in the middle. The highest world is Satya-yuga, the abode of Brahma. There is no suffering, no time, no death. It is the assembly point of the universe. Below are the worlds of ascetics, saints, celestial musicians. And down below, in Patala, live the serpent-like nagas and demons. They build their cities, fight, love, hate, just like us, only in another reality. This entire complex, multi-layered structure is not eternal. In Hinduism, time is cyclical. It does not flow in a straight line, like an arrow shot from a bow. It spins like a wheel, like a snake biting its own tail. One cycle, one kalpa, is 1 day of Brahma. 1 day of Brahma lasts 4.32 billion Earth years. When Brahma's day ends, the night of Brahma begins, of the same length. During Brahma's night, the universe perishes in fire, dissolves into emptiness, disappears. And in the morning, Brahma wakes up and begins creating everything anew. Inside 1 day of Brahma, there is its own structure. The day of Brahma is divided into 14 manvantaras, periods, each ruled by its own Manu, the progenitor of humanity. We are currently living in the 7th manvantara. Each manvantara consists of 71 mahayugas, great ages. And a mahayuga consists of 4 yugas, epochs that get worse and worse. The first, the best, Krita-yuga, or Satya-yuga, the golden age. People were born virtuous, knowing no lies, death, or disease. The sacred cow of the law stood firmly on all 4 legs. Then comes Treta-yuga. Goodness decreases by a quarter. The cow stands on 3 legs. Then Dvapara-yuga. Goodness is halved. The cow stands on 2 legs. And finally, Kali-yuga, our Iron Age. Only a quarter of goodness remains. The cow of the law stands on 1 last leg, barely holding on. People are the most sinful, the weakest, living the shortest lives. Lies, betrayal, war, all of this is our reality, Kali-yuga. But strangely enough, in Kali-yuga, it is easiest to achieve liberation. Because the suffering here is so intense that the soul finally understands, this world is a prison and it must escape. At the end of Kali-yuga, Kalki will appear, Vishnu's final avatar, a rider on a white horse with a sword. He will destroy evil, after which the world will perish in fire. Brahma will fall asleep, and when he wakes up, he will create everything again. And a new Satya-yuga will begin, a new golden age. This cycle has repeated an infinite number of times, and it will repeat. And you have been here before. And your souls have lived these same lives as the same people, maybe even with the same thoughts. And you will return again. Because the wheel of samsara spins, and only enlightenment, only complete awareness of your divine nature can stop it. This entire complex, frightening in its scale and infinity, picture of the world is not just ancient legends. It is humanity's attempt to comprehend the universe, its place in it, and time. Hindu cosmology is astonishing. When European scientists translated the Puranas in the 19th century, they were shocked. How could people who had no telescopes have known about cycles that resemble the Big Bang? How could they have operated with numbers like 4.32 billion years, the age of the Earth by modern estimates? Just a coincidence? Maybe it is not a coincidence. Maybe the ancient sages really peered into places where we are only just beginning to poke our instruments. Maybe science is simply slowly catching up to mythology. And that very Big Bang, it is simply Brahma's morning after a long night. And dark matter, it is something from the emptiness between worlds. And black holes, they are Shiva opening his third eye. I do not know, no one knows, but knowing is not necessary. It is enough to wonder. You know what the main difference is between Western science and Hindu cosmology? Science looks outward. It builds telescopes to see distant galaxies. It builds colliders to smash particles. But the Hindu sages looked inward. They closed their eyes and immersed themselves in themselves. And they discovered the same galaxies, the same worlds, the same mysteries inside. Maybe the outer cosmos is simply a reflection of the inner one. Maybe to understand the universe, you do not need to fly to the stars. You just need to close your eyes and look inside yourself. And then you will see that you are not just a body, not just a name, not just a profession. You are a soul traveling through billions of years. You have been a rock, a plant, an animal, a human, a god, a demon. You have died thousands of times and been reborn. And your current life is just one day in an endless chain of days. One note in an endless melody. And this day is also a dream. Vishnu's dream, or your own dream. Wake up, or do not wake up. After all, dreams matter too. And that is all for today. This was Dreamweaver Mystics. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and write in the comments, what part of Hindu cosmology amazed you the most? Do you believe that our world is a dream? I read everything. Until next time, and remember, perhaps you are just someone's dream, but even in a dream, you are real. Or maybe you are dreaming yourself, and when you wake up, you will be surprised to see who you really are.